Okay. So let us see, suppose we want some loops or control structures, what the control structures we can use in the PHP. So basically, I'll show you first if loop. Okay, we have seen the syntax of if, but still we will check whether it is executing or not. So how to use if, then whatever the condition I have to put in the brackets, or we can say the round brackets. Okay, so I'm just taking the condition. Suppose I declare one variable. How to declare variable in PHP? With the help of dollar. Okay, with the help of dollar sign. So I'm just going to write like dollar I equal to suppose 10. Okay, or we can say dollar A suppose. Okay, and I'm going to check whether that dollar A is 10 or not. So how I can check it? Whether dollar A equal to 10. As I told you in previous lectures, equal to operator is called as a equality. So I can write over here in double quotes or 10.0. It will give me true value, because equal to will compare what? It will compare just value. And in PHP, everything can be convertible, as I told you. If it is possible, it will convert it into another data type. Okay. So here, if $a equal to 10, then I just echo one statement that A equal to what the value? $a. Okay. Now let us see whether it is executing or not. I'll run my code. What the output is expected? If $a equal to 10, I know 10. So it will display me A equal to $a value would be 10. It will be interpolated into double quotes, means it will extract the value in double quotes. If I have written over here single quote, it will give me A equal to $a as it is. Okay, it cannot compute the value of $a. Who is this? Just mute yourself. Also, we can use if else loop. Okay, so suppose I write here else, then echo A is not 10. Okay, and I'm going to change the value of this like 20. Now I know the $a contains 20, and if $a equal to means 20 equal to 10, it will give me false. It will go in the else part. It will give me the output as a is not 10. So let us see output. So basically it will give me A is not 10. Okay, so this is if else. I can check like if else. So if else if, again I'm going to check like $a equal to 20. Okay, now I'll give the message like echo $a equal to 20, or 20 equal to 20, it will come. So I'll just write A equal to $a. So it will give me A equal to 20. Okay. Now let us see for this if else if, I'll just put else part. Else A is not 10 or 20. It is neither 10 or nor 20 that I want to display. So let us see output. What will be the output in this case? It will check A equal to 20. Okay, it will assign that 20 value to A. Then if A equal to 10, 20 equal to 10, no. So it will go in the else part. Else if I have written, again it will check A equal to 20 means 20 equal to 20. Yes. So it will echo me a equal to 20. Okay, or if this is not 20 again, it will display me a is not 10 or 20. Okay, so here the output would be a equal to 20. Are you getting? So this is if. Nested if also we have learned. Okay, we can put if in between other ifs. Okay, next is which loop? Suppose I can use while loop. While I have to iterate till 20, or I can say just I have to display 10 numbers. Okay, so while dollar, or suppose I'm taking one variable $I for this purpose, $I less than $a. Okay, or you have to minus minus, suppose you have to display the numbers from 10 to in reverse. Okay, so I'm just writing like if $a, while $a greater than 0, I'll just echo value of this $a and one BR I put so that it will go to the next line. And now I'll just minus minus it. How to minus minus? I'll just write $a minus minus and just close the curly braces. Now let us see what the output would be. Okay, what happened over here?
सेमीकोलन राहिला मॅम.
Okay.
इकोचे
Syntactical error, that expected parameter, or we can say expected token. Token is missing over here. So let us see again. It will display me 10 to 1 because I have written over here greater than, strictly greater than 0. If I written like greater than equal to, it will display me till 0. Okay, so this is nothing but the while loop. Okay, now let us see. Suppose I'll write over here, this is while. Okay, so echo while. Okay, now suppose I want to display in do while. What the difference is, I'll tell you. I'll just copy as it is, suppose, and instead of while, I'm just writing over here, this is the do while loop, and simply here what I have to write is, I'll just cut it, I'll write do over here, it will display me value minus minus until this condition. Okay, simply I can write the do while loop as this. This is the exit control, as I told you. Now see the difference between both. Okay, what happened over here? I have to initialize first $a, that can be minus minus previously. So I'll just reinitialize it because I minus minus $a and it became at last time 1. So it will be taking from 1. I don't want to take it from 1. I'll just write it as it is from 10, and let us see the difference between while and do while. So let us see, from 10 to 1 it will going to execute, and same 10 to 1 it will going to execute, do while. Okay, for first condition it will just enter into loop. Okay, it will enter into loop and it will check the condition after minus minus, and here it will first check condition and then go to the particular loop, and then it will do the minus minus a. Actually the output would be same, but do while will be having one false condition previously. Okay, yes. So now what the next loop is? Suppose I'm using for loop. How to use for loop? I can write like for, okay, then $I, one variable I have to declare. In simply C language or any language, I can write like I equal to 0, then semicolon, I less than, suppose condition is 10, then I plus plus. Okay, and I'm going to display the value of I, suppose. So here for displaying it is echo function. So it will just echo $I instead of I. Okay. And instead of these I, these are again not recognized by PHP because PHP understood each variable with the dollar sign. So you have to put over here for each I as a $I. Okay. So let us see output, what the output would be. I starting from 0, I less than 10 and I plus plus. It will echo me value of $I. It will be in the same line. So I'll just write over here BR. Okay. Now let us execute it. So how to use for loop? Same as you learned previously. This $I from 0 to first is initialization, second is what? Condition, third is what? Increment or decrement. Okay, so it will just display me 0 to 10 numbers. Means it is plus plus, basically less than 10. So it will just go to till 9, not equal to 10, strictly less than 10. Okay, now same loop can be replaced with the for each. So how to use it? For each, I have to write array or any value for that because I have to use the data structure. Okay, for each will take one by one element from array or from one data structure. So how to use that? One function is also there for range. Okay, we can write like range function. So simply I'll create one array over here. We will learn range function in deep with the variations in next chapters. So I'm just using here $A equal to array, and I simply write some values into that. Okay, I want to iterate this array. So how to use that array? I have to write this A. For each $A, as you have to write as a keyword, which will take one by one value in iteration format with the one variable. So I have to write one variable as well. For this variable, I'm taking one element as a value. So element. Okay, or you can say like same $I. This would not be index. This will be value now. Okay, so I'm just iterating this, and I'll echo same $I. So let us see what it will display. I created one array with the array function $A equal to array. It will give you one array of these 5 elements, and now for each $A's value, it will be taking 1, 2, 3, 4 one by one value from this array assigned to the $I variable, and it will just echo the $I. Okay, so here output would be from 1 to 5. This is the for each loop. We cannot do minus minus. We cannot specify limit. Suppose I want to display the 4 elements only, I can write over here I less than 4, but here it will not be happen. Explicitly, you cannot mention the increment, decrement, limit, initialization, nothing. You have to iterate as it is data structure from starting to end with the for each loop. Okay, so whenever if you are not going to know what the actually array contents is, so at that time the for each is better, because I don't know the how much elements are there in particular array. I don't need to count it with the help of for each. Okay, it will just go to the first element and iterate till the last one. Okay, so this is the difference between for and for each. What else? Which other loops? Switch loop is again there. So same as the C++, you can use over here switch loop. Switch, then variable you have to put. Okay, so what the variable is, suppose I'm putting over here $A, which I have initialized as a 10, and simply the number of cases I have to use, and for each case there should be break statement at the end, because it will execute one state only or one case only. Otherwise, it will execute the further steps or cases as well. Okay. So what I do is case 1. If case 1, it will echo me something. This is suppose 1. Okay. Again, suppose I'm taking this as a 3. Okay. And now what I do is I'll just write over here break. Okay. Next case and third case. Okay. Default is one more case. If any case is not matching over here, then it will go to the default case. So case 2 is here and case 3 is here. So it will display me 3 over here. It will display me, if it is 2, then it will display me 2 value. Okay. So what happens over here? I assigned 3 value to the $A variable. So it will simply go in the switch case with the 3 value. It will check number of cases. It will check 3 is present over here. So it will display me 3. Okay. So let us run this code. So 3. Okay. If no one case is here, suppose I have written over here 4 and I used default case over here, which is the by default, and echo none, suppose. Okay. Nothing value is present in this loop. So let us see the output. It will give me none. So this is overall regarding the loops. Okay. Break also you have learned. What the break statement? It will simply halt the execution, and continue also, you know, it will just continue with the starting of the loop. It will go to the first line of the loop.